Hello everyone. In this video we will see how to fix the limit of integration for double integrals. The question will be of the kind: find the limit of the following double integral where double integral r f of x comma y dx dy, where r is in the first quadrants and it is denoted by x equal to 0, y equal to 0 and x plus y equal to 1. Now the first point is to draw the region R where this integration has to take place. We will see what these lines represents. Now we know that x equal to 0 represents your y-axis and y equal to 0 represents the x-axis. So first we will draw these two lines. So when it comes to drawing your x-axis, and then let me have this as y-axis. So we have x-axis to be denoted by the equation y equal to 0. And this is your y-axis, which is denoted by the equation x equal to 0. Now I need to draw the line x plus y equal to 1. So how to draw the line and what will be the nature? Arbitrarily take the value of y to be equal to 0 and substitute in this equation. When y equal to 0, what will happen to x plus y equal to 1? This will give us x plus 0 equal to 1 or x equal to 1. So the line passes through the point 0 for y and x 1. So it passes through 1 comma 0. Next, arbitrarily choose x as 0. Then what will happen? We have x plus y equal to 1, which will give us, when x goes as 0, plus y equal to 1 or y equal to 1. So what will be the point of this? This point is x and y. So 0 comma 1. Hence we have 2 points through which this line x plus y equal to 1 passes through. So we will plot these 2 points. This is the origin which is given by the point 0 comma 0. In 1 unit distance, let me measure this point called as 1 comma 0. X is 1 unit, y is 0 units. At the same distance, let us measure this point over here, which is given by 0 comma 1. That is, x is 0 and in y-axis we have 1 unit. Now connect these two points by means of a line. Okay. Hence we are done with the line which passes through the point 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Hence what will be the name of this line? The line will be called as x plus y equal to 1. Now the region of integration is the region which is bounded by these 3 lines. So which is the region bounded by these 3 lines? This triangular portion which is over here will be the region bounded by these 3 lines. So this is our region of integration R. Now to fix the limits, that is going to be our main idea or main objective. So how to fix the limit? You need to have in mind the limits, if it is not going to be constant, will not be a rectangle, but it is going to be some other quantity. Only if the limits are going to be constants for both the variables, then you will have the region of integration as rectangle. Now this being a triangle, we will have one of the limits to be variable in nature and other limit to be constant in nature. So which limit takes variable format and which limit takes constant format is going to be decided depending on the direction in which you are going to fix your limit. So let us move to the next slide. We will have the diagram again. So this is going to be my x-axis, this is going to be my y-axis, and this is going to be the y-axis. This equation is y equal to 0, x equal to 0, x plus y equal to 1. This point is 0, 0. This point is going to be 1, 0, and this point is going to be 0, 1. Now I can fix the limit in two ways. The first way, in the direction of x or x-axis. So what will happen if we want the limit first in the direction of x? So the first limit will be x varying from, so this will have a variable limit, and then followed by it you will have y, which will take the constant limit, in which case the function f of x comma y will first be integrated with respect to the variable x, and then followed by it will be integrated with respect to y. Now let us see how to find the limits. What you will have to do is draw a line, or we can say it is going to be strip parallel to x-axis. If we want to fix the limit as variable in the direction of x, then draw a strip parallel to x-axis. So which is our x-axis? This is our x-axis. How will you move in your x-axis? The movement in the x-axis is always from left to right. Okay, so which direction we move? We move from left to right. So this is going to be a strip parallel to your x-axis. Now let us see, this is my leftmost point and this is my rightmost point. So when we start moving in the left, beginning from, what is this line? You call it as x equal to 0. It moves, travels, and then reaches the line x plus y equal to 1. If x plus y is equal to 1, we can say x is equal to 1 minus y. So where does the x value ended in the uppermost value or the rightmost region? It ends at 1 minus y. So x begins with 0 and ends with 1 minus y. Next, we will have the integration for your y limit. Where will my y limit vary between it? Now, the concept is drawing lines parallel to your x-axis, and so you get filled the region. So the maximum value you can move in the direction of y will be, this is your lowermost region, this is your uppermost region. Check for your y coordinate. Where does our y vary between? Y varies between 0 to 1. So the function will now be integrated first with respect to dx, taking the variable limit, and then followed by it in the direction of dy with constant limit. Now the same diagram, if you are going to fix the limit in the direction of y. So second part, the same problem can also be done in the direction of y. So which is going to be y-axis? This is our y-axis. So what will happen in the integration? My y will take the variable limit and then my x will take the constant limit. In which case, which will be evaluated first? Dy will be evaluated first, then followed by it you will have dx. When we want to integrate in the direction of y, then what we will have to do is draw a strip parallel to your y axis. So this is my y axis. What will be the direction in which you will be moving? From the bottom to the top. So from the bottom to the top is the direction of y axis. Now draw a strip parallel to your y axis from the bottom to the top. Now this is our line. So what happens in this case? It gets filled up with lines of this format from the left to the right to fill the total region R. Hence our y will now begin with, what is the value of y here? Y begins with 0. What is the uppermost value taken by y? So x plus y equal to 1. So y will be equal to 1 minus x. So the uppermost limit of y will be 1 minus x. And what will be the limit of x? The x part varies between this portion to this portion. We can see the x coordinate now varies between 0 to 1. Now comes your function f of x comma y, which is integrated first with respect to y and then with respect to x. So what we need to keep in mind over here in this fixing is, when we fix it in the direction of x, move from left to right. When we want to fix it in the direction of y, move from bottom to top, so that the variable limit will be taken by x in the x direction when you move from left to right, and the variable limit will be taken by y if you move from bottom to top. Thank you.